Well, hello everybody, welcome to Robert's Train Set, and it concerns these things you can see in the picture at the moment. I'm filming this on my GoPro type camera, just for ease, and ostensibly, obviously, we've got the 06 shunter, which I think everybody would agree it's my worst performing locomotive, for, you know, stopping on points and whatever. And what we have here is, this is one, and this is another, of the Gaugemaster wheel cleaners, so ably demonstrated by Alan at Dragon Junction Mark II. So I went out and bought a couple of these, and I want to try these to make sure they work, because I've not tried them yet. And I'm going to see if they make any difference to how the locomotive runs. So I'm going to run the locomotive as it is, and if I take it off the tracks and show you the wheels, they don't look that bad actually. I think those wheels don't look too bad at all. So we'll have to see whether it makes any difference. It might not, but it might. So we'll see. So these Gaugemaster wheel cleaners, they're fairly simple, aren't they really? A bit of plastic, a bit of conducting at the bottom, and the wire brushes at the top. And if you notice at one end, they have like a slot so that you can join them both together. Now I did notice when Alan was demonstrating his, he tried to join them up and he didn't actually do it, did he? And I think the reason was that they're so tight that they don't go in. So the first thing I did as soon as I got them is I eased all this so that hopefully it will just slide in like that, which is what it's meant to do, I think. But if I take them apart and show you the other end, you can see how bad they are. So this is the other end, and I haven't taken anything off of these, and it's, to be honest, it's almost impossible to get them in. Let's try turning it over, see if that makes any difference. Well, I've started it, but I think if you force them right in, you'd never get them out again, to be honest. So if you want to put them together, I think it pays to just ease them with glass paper and take some heritage off. Okay, so here we have the 06 shunter ready on the inside track, and I'll just send it off slowly at about 5 miles an hour and we'll see how it does. So here we go over the point, and it stopped almost immediately. And it's not carrying on, is it? I'll give it a little push. Here we go again. Next one. Oh, didn't like that at all, does it? Oh, it might go. Leave it alone. And out of shot. So I picked it up again. It's rather small. Of course, no zoom on this camera. So it's making it through the station. So this is basically as slow as it will go. And I thought it might stop on that one. Is it going to cart up? Yes, it will do. So to be honest, I'm quite impressed that this has been in the cabinet for well, since I last ran it, which is quite a long time ago. So I am quite impressed actually. So I'll be interested to see if it does make any difference to the running using the Gaugemaster. So it seems to not like these points, doesn't it? So there we are. So I've put both of these cleaners together, but not joined together, they're just separate, just really for the shunter struck to have somewhere to sit. So I'm going to start it up, and apparently you just need to hold it to stop it shooting off. So we'll see how we go. So I'll do it fairly fast, I think. It's working. Now Alan did say don't push down on it, just let it sit on there gently. For how long do you leave it? I don't know. Oh, okay, I think I'll stop it now and we'll have a look. So I'll just take it off and we'll have a quick look at the wheels. Yes, I think they are a bit cleaner. I'm not sure they're really clean. So I think I'll turn the camera off and we'll get it back on and see if it makes any difference. So we've got the loco back on the track and I'll do it up to 5 and we'll see if it gets over these points without stopping like it did on all the other occasions. Here we go. Well, I wouldn't say it was 100% result, would you? So I think what I'm going to do, I'll send it round again and we'll try it again, but I'll just give the track there a little bit of a clean first. So I've just cleaned the track a bit and twiggled the points to make sure that they're up tight, and we'll have a go. Kind of nothing more to the loco than you saw before. So we'll go back up to 5 again. So as we always know, it's not just the wheels, it's also the track. So I think that was pretty good. So I'll relocate the camera and we'll have a look at that other point. So here we come. You gonna make it? Don't think so. And I did actually clean this point. So we probably need a little bit more speed to get over that one. But I'm not surprised. So the only difference this time was I had it going at 6 miles an hour instead of 5. So I've now slowed this down to 3 miles an hour on Gaugemaster and we'll see if it gets across the points. I'll tell you what, that is a result, because it's never done that before. And when I had the camera off, as always, it performed perfectly. Even on that big point at the end, it went over that at 6 miles an hour. And tried to film it, no. So I'll bring the loco around and I'll just show you the odd bits I've done to get it to work like this. So the first thing I did is I put it back on the Gaugemaster wheel cleaner, and I did actually push a little bit harder than I did last time. And I don't think these wheels have ever been so clean, let's put it that way. I also rubbed it over these shunter truck wheels. Obviously they won't go round because they're not powered, but it did seem to help those. So I did that. Didn't actually do anything different to these, but what I did do on this point, I cleaned the inside of the rail here, because obviously they can pick dirt up, can't they? And as I say, although I couldn't get it on film, it did actually go through this point without stopping at 6 miles an hour, which is fine by me, to be honest. But I just ran it round at 10 miles an hour and it still stuck. So I think it's more to do with the decoder than maybe the track and the wheels. And perhaps the Stay Alive would sort it out. Anyway, I'm quite happy. I am. So before I just run the shunter truck round with a little train behind it, what do I think? I think these work. They've they do what they say they do. You put them on the track, they transfer the power to the brushes, and the wheels go round. And it does clean them really, really well. So well done, Alan, and well worth. And I bought these from Jadam Traint because they were the cheapest. They're not cheap, as Alan said, but they are a good bit of kit. So yeah, pleased I got these. So hopefully I can have a go at some of my other locos, especially the A1s. It might help them, mightn't it? Especially the Bonaccord. We'll see how we go. Here we are. We're on the outside track, which is probably going to cause problems. We'll see. And what's this little engine trying to pull? No, you say, not the container train. Well, it's only half a container train. And this is at 3 miles an hour, which is pulling it down the straights. But I do fear that it will stall around the bend. We shall see. As we know, these Bachmann container things, and it stopped there. So probably the early track again. Now hopefully it will go over this point because it's an electro frog point. We shall see. Right, now believe it or not, it's still going. I don't know if you can see, it's still going, but what's stopping it are the actual wagons. So I thought it was a little bit ambitious to get this to pull these round. We'll try at a faster speed and see if that helps. So here we have it pulling the same train, and I've now got it running at I believe 8 miles an hour. And it is still stopping on some of the points. But this is at its limit of being able to pull these, as you can imagine. And it always stops at this one. And sometimes at this one, but hopefully not, as this time. Which means it will now have trouble getting around this bend with this train, because it will start slipping about here, I would imagine. There we are. Well, you can hear that. So I'll just give it a little help. We have the electro frog point, and we'll see how it does with this. Not a problem, straight over. But obviously the point beyond it doesn't like. But it is very spasmodic. Sometimes it will go over, other times it won't. Going over and stopping at these points. But it does at least start up again, which it didn't used to do when it was when I originally had it. And it used to go through that one. So very strange. And this is where it's going to stick. And we'll leave it there. There we are, but it's still going, so great. Well done, little shunter. I was just getting ready to pack up and I just thought I'd run this round this bit of track the other way. And while I haven't been filming it, it's actually gone round the whole circuit without stopping once. But probably now I'm filming it, it'll stop. But let's see. And this is at 4 miles an hour. Is that amazing? So going that way, not a problem, and it went all over the other points at the other end as well. So really strange, isn't it? Really strange. But I'm really pleased with how this is performing, this little engine, and I do believe that the wheel cleaners have really helped it. So bye bye little engine, bye.